Space is one of the most extreme environments known to science. Beyond Earth's protective atmosphere, radiation floods every inch of space. Cosmic rays, solar flares, and gamma bursts all release dangerous energy. This radiation can damage cells, disrupt DNA, and alter genetic codes. But could space radiation create giant mutations in animal DNA? Could it trigger the evolution of entirely new species? Scientists have long studied how radiation affects life on Earth. On our planet, organisms are shielded from most cosmic radiation. Earth's atmosphere and magnetic field act as a protective barrier. But in space, living organisms are exposed to high doses of radiation. This is why astronauts wear special shielding to protect their bodies. But animals exposed to space radiation might not be as lucky. When DNA is bombarded by radiation, it can break apart. Cells try to repair the damage, but errors can occur. These errors can lead to mutations, some of which may be drastic. Most radiation-induced mutations are harmful or deadly. Cells may lose function, leading to diseases like cancer. But in rare cases, mutations can be beneficial. Could space radiation create super-adapted creatures? Could animals develop traits that help them survive extreme environments? Some scientists believe radiation-driven evolution is possible. On Earth, radiation has played a role in genetic mutations. In Chernobyl, where radiation levels are high, animals have changed. Some wolves, birds, and insects in the Chernobyl exclusion zone show unusual traits. They have altered immune systems, strange fur colors, and resistance to radiation. This suggests that high radiation levels can drive rapid evolution. Could similar effects occur in space? Could exposure to cosmic rays accelerate evolutionary changes? One possibility is gigantism. Some scientists theorize that radiation could disrupt growth regulation. This could lead to much larger animals in space. Increased size might help animals survive in low-gravity environments. But there's another possibility: miniaturization. Radiation might cause genetic shifts that favor smaller, radiation-resistant creatures. Some organisms, like tardigrades, already have extreme resistance to radiation. They can survive in space without any protection. Could space radiation trigger new adaptations in mammals? What if certain genes that promote radiation resistance become dominant? Could future space creatures evolve thick, radiation-blocking skin? Could they develop faster DNA repair mechanisms? Some insects, like cockroaches, already tolerate high radiation levels. Would space create even more radiation-resistant insect species? Could they outcompete other life forms in space environments? One of the biggest unknowns is reproduction. Radiation can cause mutations in reproductive cells. This means offspring may inherit extreme genetic changes. If animals reproduced in space for generations, the mutations could accumulate. Over time, could this lead to completely new species? Would these space-adapted creatures still resemble their earthly ancestors? Or would they become unrecognizable? In 2007, scientists sent tardigrades into space. They survived exposure to cosmic radiation and vacuum conditions. Their DNA showed signs of repair and adaptation. Could larger animals develop similar survival abilities? Mice have also been sent into space for radiation experiments. Some showed changes in bone density and immune function. Longer missions could reveal even more surprising effects. NASA has studied how radiation affects astronaut health. But what about long-term space exposure for animals? Would mammals develop protective mutations over generations? Would they evolve space-specific traits like UV-resistant eyes? Or would their cells deteriorate too quickly to adapt? Some theories suggest that alien life, if it exists, could have evolved under extreme radiation. Perhaps radiation-resistant organisms dominate harsh exoplanets. Would Earth life follow the same path if exposed to space for long enough? Another strange possibility is genetic fusion. Radiation can sometimes cause DNA from different species to merge. Could space radiation lead to hybrid creatures with unusual traits? Could mutations unlock genetic sequences that have been dormant for millions of years? Some animals, like sharks, have ancient genes that haven't changed much. Would space radiation awaken forgotten evolutionary traits? Would Earth's creatures start looking like their prehistoric ancestors? Or would entirely new forms of life emerge? The answer lies in future experiments. Scientists continue to study how radiation affects life at the genetic level. Genetic engineering could help protect animals from harmful mutations. Could we one day design radiation-resistant animals for space habitats? Would humans need to modify their own DNA to survive space colonization? The potential consequences are enormous. If space radiation can trigger beneficial mutations, it could change the course of evolution. Life as we know it might not be limited to Earth's conditions. Perhaps space holds the key to unlocking new biological possibilities. If animals adapt to space radiation, they could become the first truly extraterrestrial life forms. They might thrive in environments that humans cannot. Could the first space settlers be creatures, not humans? Could we one day discover an entirely new ecosystem in space? For now, space remains an unpredictable laboratory for evolution. But one thing is certain: radiation changes life. And in the vast unknown of space, anything is possible. Space radiation may not only create mutations, but entire new branches of the evolutionary tree. If animals evolve in space, will they still be considered Earth creatures? Or will they be something entirely different? Could spacefaring animals eventually become unrecognizable from their ancestors? If humans colonize Mars, will they bring radiation-mutated creatures with them? Would these new life forms become the dominant species in off-world environments? Could space radiation trigger rapid evolution that would normally take millions of years? What if artificial intelligence one day studies mutated space creatures instead of Earth's biology? Would these mutations help us understand the origins of life on Earth? Could space radiation hold the key to unlocking hidden evolutionary pathways? Perhaps studying mutated space creatures will help us prepare for alien encounters. If radiation mutates DNA in space, does that mean alien life might already be radically different from what we expect? Could some of Earth's oldest genetic codes be linked to radiation-driven changes? Did early life on Earth evolve differently because of exposure to ancient cosmic rays? The more we study space radiation, the more we may uncover about life itself. And in the process, we may witness evolution taking an entirely new direction, one that defies everything we thought we knew.